Come on out, honey.
No.
Why? Look. There's a new room for us. I mean, we've been out here before, but this is my front deck, and this is where my barbecue is. And today, I am going to turn my barbecue into a smoker. Honey, you see Honey's right there. Say hi, Honey.
Hi.
And he wants to see what I'm doing, and I thought it might be a good idea to show other people how they can turn their gas barbecue into a smoker. So let's give it a shot. Welcome to my world. Come on, honey. Say hello with me. Say, hi, welcome to Lorrie's world.
Hi.
Welcome to Lorrie's world.
Hi, people. Sorry you have to watch this. But this is the only way we get to eat.
This is the only way we get to eat today.
We're not on film. We get no food.
They have a hard life around here, I tell
We
you
do.
what.
I'm surprised we were...
Thanks for coming to hang out with us today. Let's get to
Go do your thing.
putting this thing together. Okay, so here is my barbecue, and as you can see, I've taken all of my grates off, and I've left these two covers on, but I've taken this cover off. And then this is what I have. I have this little box here, and a wet wood chip. So this is actually a smoker box. And I'm going to take my wet wood chips and put them in there. Okay, I'm going to close that. I'm trying to do it all one-handed because I only have one hand. Because I got to hold the camera with the other one. I won't hold the camera. I get him shaking his head over there. He's like, nope, I ain't doing it. Okay, and so now you can see that this has got holes on this side and on the top, not on the bottom. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, kind of lean it under. This is going to be my hot bar, and then these two are going to be my cool bars. I'm actually going to put a drip pan over top of them. My roast should sit right on top of there. And then it should be able to drip into this, and then I don't get a big mess in my barbecue. So, what I gotta do is turn on the barbecue. So first, you turn on your propane tank. And then with mine here, I just have to push this in and turn it. And then I push the igniter. And you can see it just fires everything up. And I can turn it down. And I'm actually going to leave it at about medium. I'm going to pull this off for now, and I'm going to close it and let it heat up and let that wood start smoking. And then I'll come back and show you what the next step is. This is a little bit too close to the heat, and I'm worried that my wood is going to burn rather than smoke. And so I'm going to just move it to on top of here. And now it should smoke. I'm just learning how to do this.
In other words, it's another experiment.
Kind of.
Well, we got plenty.
Well, the flavors aren't going to be an experiment.
Well, I'm trying to figure that box, the way you have it sitting in the flames. Is that the way you're supposed to do it?
I don't know. I know there's no instructions on how to use it. It's just a smoker box.
Well, the thing is, can it sit on that flame?
Yes.
What?
Yes, it actually needs to be close to the flame.
All right. Well,
You can smell it starting to smoke
it
now.
won't get too hot, will
It
it?
shouldn't. Okay, it's starting to smoke now, which is what we want. So now we just got to let it come up to temperature, and then we bring the roast out and put it on. And we're lucky our barbecue has a built-in rotisserie. But there are other ways. You can put it on a rack. Set up a rack, maybe like your upper. I've done smoking in this barbecue using my upper rack, you know, the one you usually use for bread and stuff. I've set it up there and then had a drip pan under it, and that worked for smoking. But if you have a rotisserie, by all means, use it.
Ooh, what was that?
So yeah, the lid popped off. I think it wasn't in there properly, or on there properly. I think I put it in wrong, and then it got too hot. But now we're gonna see if this works. So I'm gonna close it again and bring it up to temperature, because we gotta have it at, I think, about 200.
Not even registered yet, has it?
It has. It's been up and down. And I can turn the heat up on that a little too.
Now what? Where's yours? Never mind.
Okay, so do you know how that goes into the barbecue, or do you want me to do that?
Well,
and there you have it. So I'm going to close this up. And it actually said the ideal temperature for smoking is at about 250. So I thought changing the temperature to get it to stay at a nice steady temperature. And I guess that's it. So, as you saw, it's all an experimentation, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I put that box in wrong when I closed it up. I knew it needed to be closed again before it was heated, but I didn't do it, and so that was a whole my bad. But those little boxes, just a little steel box that can take being in the fire, and it allows the wood to smoke instead of burning it all up right away. So, yeah, this is only the second time I've tried smoking with my barbecue, but when I went and looked to see about videos for smoking with my barbecue, there really weren't that many. I don't know that I saw a whole lot of any that were smoking with my barbecue. So, yeah, I hope that this is helpful for you. So the next time I open it up again, I'll show you what I've got going on one more time and kind of show you the billow of smoke, I hope, that comes out. It's pretty well sealed, so that's a very nice thing. It's very well sealed, like there's no smoke popping out of it right now, which is as it should be, right? When you're smoking something, you don't want to see puffs of smoke coming out of your smoker. You want it to be inside your smoker. So that's what we're doing. We're smoking a pork roast today. So you can smell the smoke when you come out here, and the smoke that I'm using is an apple rum chip that I have. I'm going to get some more of it soaking in water in case I need it, but I'm actually not going to open the smoker right at this moment because I can see it's not billowing, but I can smell the smoke, and I want all that smoke getting into my pork. I can see that my rotisserie is still turning. So everything is good to go here. I'm maintaining a temperature of, I'm about 228 or 9 or something like that. And that's where I'm going to leave it, is right there. I'll come back out again in another 10 or 15 minutes. That's about how long it's been. I wanted to make sure it was maintaining that 225 temperature and not going up much higher than that. And I was going to come up and open it and see a billow of smoke, but I can smell the smoke, so I know that the smoke is happening. And yeah, you don't want to mess with your smoke, so let me get a few more of these things going, and then yeah, it'll be like 5 or 6 hours for this little 3-pound pork roast to cook, or 4 hours anyway, so I'll start checking it at about 3 hours with my little instant probe, and yeah, we'll go from there. So it's been about 2 hours. I'm holding pretty steady there at you know, between 225 and a 250 heat. I've got my one burner on, and this is low here, and this is high, so I've got it at about the, you know, whatever, 30-degree mark, and that seems to be working quite nicely. Now, I don't know a whole lot about smoking, but one of the things that I do know is you don't want to open up your lid very often. So you want to you want to lift the lid as seldom as possible and for as short of a time as possible. Ah, there we go. We're looking good. My spray here is just some apple cider vinegar mixed with some brown sugar. And that's just to keep it nice and moist. As I'm going to reach in here and take this out. And close this back up again. Yeah, my wood has mostly burned up in here. You can see there's a little bit left, but that's why I started soaking some more. And so I'm going to throw a bunch more in here. So now you can see what I did here. I'll just show you really quickly. I did put that burner cover back on there, and then I set my wood box on top of it, and that burned just perfectly like that. And yeah, so I need to move this just a touch. Ah, I guess I should do it with my other hand, eh? Move that just a touch so it's catching that a little better, but that is looking delicious. We're gonna smoke it for another hour and then I'll come and check the temperature. Look at that beautiful, beautiful pork roast. And I came out here a few minutes ago and checked the temperature, and it was almost to where I wanted it to be. So I left it for just a few more minutes, and now I'm going to grab it and take it inside and let it sit in some tin foil all nicely wrapped up for another 15 minutes or so while I come out here and cook some corn. So yeah, so far so good. I pulled off this little piece. Very, very good. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't record any of the tasting of that. I tell you what, it was delicious, and we had it a couple of different days, a couple of different ways, and it was spectacular. So that is definitely a do again. And you see now how easy it is to turn your gas barbecue into a smoker. As long as you've got a decent seal on your smoker and you've got at least a couple of different I don't know what they're called, burners, then you can put one over top of the one that's on and have your smoked meat on the other side so that it's not over the direct heat, and that is what's important. And then the other thing, I gotta tell you, that little metal box that I got, that is super handy, but you don't have to have it. You can use tin foil. You can soak your chips and you can wrap them in tin foil and do basically the same thing with it, you know, poke a few holes in the tin foil on the top so that it allows the smoke to escape, and you can absolutely do it that way. It doesn't work quite as good, and you have to be careful because sometimes your tin foil will burn. Yeah, been there, done that. So there is that. Anyway, thanks for coming and watching me turn my barbecue into a smoker, and the fabulous smoked pork that we got out of that was well worth it. I think I might try to do a couple of chickens or maybe even a small turkey on there. So stay tuned or come back for that, because I certainly haven't done it already. It's not going to be attached at the end of this video. Anyway, I haven't yet put together my prize packages. I will do it soon, though. I know I've been procrastinating. I haven't been back in my office. Dave says I'm mourning. I could be. I probably am. for more reasons than one. But yeah, so that's probably why I haven't packed those up. But I will get those packed up, and I will get them packed up. Although Q, you haven't sent me your address yet. I think I might already have it, but you should send me an email letting me know if you want those prizes, so that I don't send them to you if you don't want them. So yeah, get in touch with me and let me know, and I'll use you as an excuse for not packaging anything up until I hear from you. So that works for me. Anyway, have yourself a fantastic day and take good care of yourself. I will see you soon. Bye now.